New tonight, local bar owners have noticed an increased presence of Missouri State Highway Patrol officers within the St. Joseph city limits.
Our Riley Funk tells us about how this is impacting their business.
It's the worst kept secret in St. Joseph. The Missouri State Highway Patrol has significantly increased DWI enforcement in the city limits. It's something that has some local bar owners on edge. Some business owners on Frederick and St. Joseph Avenues say they feel singled out by patrol officers. We spoke with some bar owners in the area, but they asked to remain anonymous out of fear their businesses might be targeted. Bar owners started to notice highway patrol cars were parked outside of their place of business beginning in September and October. They, along with patrons who have contacted News Press Now, are all asking the same question: why is this happening? One of the bar owners says this situation has hurt a business that has already been through so much. They said, quote, "We just got through all the pandemic stuff going on and trying to get things back to normal. It's rough enough to make money these days anyway, with the cost of everything going up. If you have people afraid to go out and get something to eat and have a couple beers and go home, that's going to change a lot of people's activities," end quote. Another owner says businesses on Friday and Saturday night have seen their business dwindle. They say, quote, "It's dying down much sooner rather than later. You lose all those people 2 hours early before the place shuts down. We're talking about another $1,000 to $2,000 that you're missing out on," end quote. One of these owners told me that their business revenue is down 25 to 30%. Another says business revenue is down 5 to 10%. With an annual pub crawl happening this weekend, it has bar owners and patrons talking. They said, quote, "There's going to be 9 bars involved with that, with people going from bar to bar. Most of these teams have designated drivers, so we just wonder if they're going to be out looking on the streets this weekend," end quote. These owners are not condoning drunk driving, but they want answers for their business and their patrons. They said, quote, "It's never been about them giving out DWIs or anything like that. If you're breaking the law and you get caught doing something, then you should. I think there's bigger fish to fry, and I think our industry has suffered enough. I've seen enough homeless and drug addicts and drunks walking down these streets. I think they would be much better served to deal with those problems rather than try and mess with me and my patrons." We reached out to officials at the Highway Patrol's Troop H headquarters for a comment, but an on-camera interview was denied. At their request, News Press Now submitted written questions, and we have received their reply. This is part of that statement. They said, quote, "Removing drivers who are intoxicated by alcohol and or drugs is an enforcement priority of the patrol. Our enforcement efforts are generally focused on areas that have high number of traffic violations and or traffic crashes. While the patrol typically does not focus our efforts inside cities that have good police coverage, our troopers can enforce laws anywhere in the state." And there's much more that goes with that statement. You can read the full comment in the online version of this news story at newspressnow.com. 2 high-profile DWI arrests in recent months have involved the superintendent of schools and a St. Joseph police officer. Both were arrested by the same highway patrol officer along St. Joseph Avenue. Reporting for News Press Now, I'm Riley Funk.